Hey everyone! Welcome to Speak Unstoppable. This is your calm space to learn English through real, quiet conversations where you don't need to impress anyone. You don't need fast answers. You just need to feel safe. I'm Maria.
And I'm Joun. We're really happy you're here today. Maybe you are walking, cooking, or just sitting in a quiet corner at home. Whatever you're doing, it's okay. This is a safe space.
Before we start, let me ask you something gentle. Do you ever feel your mind is too noisy? Like many voices are talking at the same time inside your head? Maybe one voice says, "You are not good enough." Another says, "Try harder." And yet another says, "Why even bother?"
Yeah, I feel that too. Sometimes my brain feels like a group chat I never left. One message is calm, one is dramatic, one is sending panic emojis for no reason. If you feel something similar, you're not strange. You're human, and you're in the right place today.
Exactly. Today, we want to talk about that inner voice, the way you speak to yourself in your head. That voice can do two things. It can make you feel small or quietly help you grow.
I know that voice. It made me say no to chances, stay quiet when I wanted to speak, and believe I was not that kind of person for years. Then someone explained it clearly. That conversation changed how I see myself.
I feel that. And I think many people listening are in that before stage right now. That inner voice is still strong, and they don't even know where it comes from.
If you don't understand how that inner voice works, you can't really answer back. It's like playing a game without knowing the rules. Of course, you feel like you're always losing.
So today, we want to do something simple but powerful. We'll slow down that inner voice, notice the things it usually says, and then see how we can gently answer back. Not fake positive, not "I am perfect," just kinder, more helpful words.
And we'll do it in simple English, calm sentences. You don't need to understand every single word. Just relax, listen, and let the ideas sit. You can listen again later if you want.
Before we start, here's a small idea. Imagine your mind is like a noisy group chat. Inside, there is a bully, a coach, a grandma, and a drama queen, all sending messages at the same time.
That feels very real. My brain is exactly like that group chat at 2 a.m. No filter, 200 messages, and half of them are drama. So let's begin with that. Not "you are broken" or "you are lazy." Just notice that some voices are loud and not very kind. Step by step, we'll turn down one voice and turn up another.
Let's talk about the different voices. The coach says, "Come on, you can do it." That's encouraging. The bully says, "You always fail. Don't even try." That's critical. Then there's the voice that worries about everything. "Be careful. Don't speak. Don't make a mistake." It thinks it protects you, but it makes your head full.
When this negative voice is strong, we call it a negative mindset. Maybe you think, "I'm always late," or "My English will never be good," or "Other people are better than me."
And when you keep thinking like that, one small problem becomes 10 big problems in your head. For example, you make a small mistake in English. The inner bully says, "Wow, that was stupid. You always do this. People will laugh at you." Suddenly, a small moment becomes a storm.
Maybe you know this feeling. Someone corrects one word and your body wants to shut down. You don't want to speak. You want to disappear from the room.
Yes, and then you hold back. You don't raise your hand. You don't join the conversation. You don't show your opinion. You look quiet. Inside, you are busy beating yourself up.
And that is really tiring. At the end of the day, it's not just English. This voice starts talking about your whole life. You're lazy. You're behind. You'll never change.
If you are listening and thinking, this is me, don't feel ashamed. Nothing is wrong with you. Your mind is just using an old pattern. It learned to talk to you this way for many years.
And here's the good news. Patterns can change. Your mindset is not a prison. It's like an app. You can slowly update it. Not in one day, but step by step.
So today, we won't try to delete your thoughts. That's impossible. Instead, we'll understand the group chat and slowly give more power to one voice, the inner coach.
The coach tells the truth, but kindly. The coach helps you grow confidence instead of breaking it down.
Next, we'll listen more closely to the bully voice. How does it talk in real life, in class, at work, or at night when you're alone? When we see it clearly, we can answer back, not with hate, but with something stronger.
And then we'll explore how the inner coach talks back with simple, gentle words. You can practice this too. Small steps, one moment at a time.
Try to notice your inner voices today. Don't judge them, just watch. Which voice is loudest right now? The bully or the coach?
Take a slow breath, notice your thoughts, and remember, you are not broken. You are learning. You are growing.
Okay, let's slow down and really listen to the inner bully. Not in theory, but in your real life. Let's imagine 3 simple moments in class or at work, on your phone, and at bedtime. These are places where the bully loves to speak the most.
First, clurst, but a meeting. The teacher or boss asks a question. Inside your head, your answer forms. I think it's present perfect, you say to yourself.
And for a second, you feel brave. You start to open your mouth, then the bully jumps in. Wait, what if you say it wrong? What if they think you are stupid? Just stay quiet.
So you close your mouth. You feel shy. That small moment is a fight you just lost with your inner bully.
Second, your phone. You want to send a message in English, maybe to a teacher, a manager, or someone you like. You type slowly. The voice says, "Who do you think you are? Your English is bad. They won't care."
So you erase the message, maybe 3 times. And later, the same voice says, why don't you do more? Why are you so quiet? It's confusing, right? The bully tells you to act and then tells you to stop.
And third, bedtime. You scroll through your phone in the dark. Your mind shows a highlight reel of your mistakes. Why did you say that? Why didn't you speak up?
That's how the spiral starts. One scary thought becomes another and another until you feel like you are carrying the whole world on your shoulders.
It's exhausting. And it's not about English only. This voice affects your whole life. It makes you doubt yourself in everything.
But here's the important part. You don't have to fight the bully with hate. You don't need to stop thinking negative in one moment. You can invite someone else to speak in your mind.
That's where the inner coach comes in. The coach sees what happened, but responds differently. Yes, this hurts, but it doesn't define your future. Let's see what we can do next.
I remember my first big English class. I was nervous. My voice shook. I forgot words. A student corrected my pronunciation. That night, my bully voice said, "See, you're a bad teacher. You'll never be good enough. Maybe stop trying."
But a few days later, I wrote down what actually happened. If I were my own student, what would I say? That was my inner coach speaking.
And the coach said, "Your lesson wasn't perfect, but you showed up. That is brave. Next time, prepare more examples. Breathe slowly. Maybe laugh at mistakes."
That one moment was a light bulb. I realized I don't need to wait until I'm perfect to be kind to myself. I can be kind while I grow.
You can practice this too. Next time you make a small mistake in English, try this. Instead of saying, "I am stupid," say, "I feel stupid right now, but this is one moment. What can I learn?"
That sentence changes the way you feel. It doesn't attack who you are, it looks at what happened. Small, honest, kind. Okay, now let's take a slow walk through some of the words and phrases we used in the last part. Don't worry if you don't remember everything. Just relax and let them sit in your mind.
First word, mindset. Mindset means your usual way of thinking about yourself and about life. It's like the settings of your mind.
For example, her mindset used to be very negative. She said, "I always fail." But now she's learning to be kinder to herself. Or if you change your mindset about mistakes, you can enjoy learning more.
Next word, overwhelm. Overwhelm is that heavy feeling when there's too much to think about or too much to do. Your brain feels full and you don't know where to start.
For example, I feel overwhelmed when I have many tasks and no plan. Or, learning English should not give you overwhelm every day.
Progress is next. Progress means small steps forward, not perfection. It's about moving, even if the steps are tiny.
For example, listening to one English podcast a day is still progress. Or, don't wait to be perfect. Celebrate your progress.
Clarity is another word. Clarity means when your mind feels clear and you understand what to do. The opposite is confusion.
For example, writing my thoughts in a notebook gives me more clarity. Or, after we talked, I had clarity about my next step.
Spiral is when something goes round and round, usually getting worse. A thought spiral is when one bad thought becomes many bad thoughts.
For example, I made one mistake and my mind went into a spiral of negative ideas. Or, when you notice a spiral starting, it helps to take a breath and pause.
Next phrase, beat yourself up. To beat yourself up means to be very hard or unkind to yourself because of a mistake.
For example, she beats herself up for every small error in English. Or, you don't have to beat yourself up. You can just learn from it.
Light bulb moment. A light bulb moment is a sudden moment when you understand something clearly. It feels like a light turns on in your mind.
For example, I had a light bulb moment when I realized my inner voice was the real problem. Or, sometimes one sentence in a book can give you a light bulb moment.
Next, at the end of the day. At the end of the day means when you think about what is really important after everything.
For example, at the end of the day, your mental health matters more than being perfect. Or, at the end of the day, how you talk to yourself is more important than one test.
Step out of your comfort zone. To step out of your comfort zone means to do something new or a bit scary. Not dangerous, but different from your normal safe area.
For example, speaking to a stranger in English is stepping out of your comfort zone. Or, you don't grow if you never step out of your comfort zone.
Carry the world on your shoulders. If you carry the world on your shoulders, you feel like you have too many problems. Everything feels heavy.
For example, he feels like he is carrying the world on his shoulders at work. Or, you don't have to carry the world on your shoulders alone.
Shut down. To shut down means to stop talking or reacting because you feel stressed, scared, or hurt.
For example, when they laughed at his mistake, he shut down and stayed silent. Or, if your teacher is too strict, some students just shut down and stop trying.
Build up. To build up means to grow slowly over time, little by little.
For example, small daily English habits build up your confidence. Or, if you keep promises to yourself, you build up self-trust.
Hold back. To hold back means to stop yourself from doing something, often because of fear or doubt.
For example, her fear of making mistakes holds her back from speaking in class. Or, Don't let your old story hold you back from trying again.
Show up. To show up means to be present and try, even if you're not perfect.
For example, you showed up today and listened to this whole episode. That's a big step. Or, you don't have to be the best, you just have to show up and practice.
Finally, bounce back. To bounce back means to recover after something bad and become strong again.
For example, after a bad exam, she took 1 day to rest and then bounced back. Or, a kinder inner voice helps you bounce back faster after a hard day.
If you like, you can pick 2 or 3 of these words and write your own sentences in the comments. That's a great way to build your vocabulary and practice English.
And remember, you don't need to use all of them today, just notice them. Slowly, they will become part of your language. For example, her mindset used to be very negative. She said, "I always fail." But now, she's learning to be kinder to herself. Or if you change your mindset about mistakes, you can enjoy learning more.
We are really happy you spent this time with us. Take care of your English and your inner voice.
This is Maria, and this is Joun. You've been listening to the Speak Unstoppable podcast. Your progress doesn't end here. Keep practicing, keep noticing your thoughts, and keep showing up. Okay, before we finish, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we talked about today. You learned about your inner voices, the bully, and the coach, and how small, daily actions can slowly change your mindset.
And we also walked through some practical habits. In the morning, pause before checking your phone. During difficult moments, notice your thoughts and ask, "What would my coach say?" And at night, write down 3 things you did right.
These are small steps, but small steps matter. They train your mind's algorithm to notice progress, not just problems. You don't have to change everything at once. You just need to start.
And remember, noticing your thoughts is already a big step. You are not broken. You are learning, growing, and showing up for yourself every day.
Now, let's do a small practice together. Close your eyes for a moment and think about one situation today where your inner bully spoke loudly.
It could be in English class, at work, or while texting. Picture that moment clearly. Now, ask yourself, if my inner coach was here, what would they say?
Maybe something simple. It's okay. You tried. You are learning. Next time, you can do it a little differently. Say it quietly in your mind. Notice the difference.
Even if it feels small, it is powerful. Each time you do this, you strengthen your inner coach, and the bully slowly loses power.
Another way to practice is to keep a tiny notebook or notes on your phone. Each day, write 1 sentence of progress, 1 kind sentence to yourself, or 1 brave moment.
It doesn't have to be perfect English, just honest. For example, I spoke English for 5 minutes today. Or, I answered 1 question in class. That's enough.
Remember, the goal is not to silence your inner voice. That's impossible. The goal is to invite kindness, clarity, and honesty into your inner group chat.
Slowly, the coach speaks louder. You feel calmer, more confident, and more capable.
Now, before we wrap up, we want to hear from you. Your voice matters here.
Here's one gentle question. What is 1 sentence you often say to yourself in your head? It can be kind or a sentence you want to change.
Another question, which voice is louder today, the bully or the coach? And what is 1 small action you can take to support your coach?
Take your time answering. There is no right or wrong. This is your safe space.
Sharing even 1 line can help you notice patterns, and it can help someone else feel less alone.
Before we end, let's remember one thing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to fight every thought.
Noticing your mind, practicing small habits, and showing up for yourself, that is already growth.
So tonight, or tomorrow morning, try 1 small habit. Speak kindly to yourself. Notice your inner voices.
And remember, you are human. You are, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the Speak Unstoppable podcast. It helps more learners find this calm, cozy space. And share your sentences in the comments. Your words might help someone else today.
Even one line can make a difference. Progress doesn't happen in one day. It happens every day you try.
This is Maria, and this is Joun. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take care of your English and your inner voice.
Your journey continues here. Keep practicing, keep noticing, and keep showing up for yourself. See you in the next episode.